Hello, good morning. Happy Monday morning. I know many of you are just getting started this morning. Well, hopefully before 10:30. Um, I am so happy to be with you, and we are going to talk about getting motivated. Hello. So, Motivation Monday. I hope to do this on the weekly. I hope you're out there. Hey, let me click over here to my comments and see what happens over here. So comment, let me know that you're there. I'd love to tell you hi. How are you doing? You can see down below where you can subscribe. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can get updates on this and that kind of thing. Let's talk about motivation quickly because everybody has a lot of work to do, I know. So sometimes Mondays are kind of icky. So I want to start with a great quote from Mr. Henry Ford. He said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, either way, you are right. And isn't that true? Because everything starts with your mindset. Everything starts with right here. If you're thinking, I don't think I can do it, then that's probably what's going to happen. But if you start with a positive mindset, I like to start every morning with meditation, positive affirmations. This is going to happen. I can do it. And that sets the tone for the entire day. So if you're feeling kind of, it's Monday, go ahead and get those positive juices going. Go ahead and say, I can do it. Second tip for your Monday motivation, get your book out. Look, little crown, see. This is probably my third one for the year. I know there are technology and there's all kinds of things that you can do this. But honestly, I find the old pen and paper to be good. So start by just writing down 10 things that you've got to do, 10 things that have to be done. Boom, 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 boom. These are my tasks for today. I know I've got to get these done. And then start with the worst one. There was a book out not too many years ago that was called Eat That Frog. After you eat a frog, uh, what else can go bad? That's pretty bad. So just eat that thing, do the worst thing on the list for Monday morning, get it over with, and just go from there, right? Everything else is downhill. And as you start scratching those things off, you say, I did that email, set up that board meeting, made that phone call, whatever that you need to do or have to do for the day. As you do that, you start getting motivated, you start getting some mojo going, and before you know it, things are moving along and you feel really great. So that's the tip for this morning. As a lot of you know, if you go to step 3 consulting and you hit the notifications and you follow me on my pages, I am a DISC certified. We lost it for a second. And so that's just personalities, how people work. And so today we're going to talk about how our leaders and managers can better help our analytical types. If you're from the Rocket City like I am, we have plenty of these right here at our fingertips. So how do you notice one? These are people who are analytical, systematic. They like processes, procedures. They look for rules to follow. They like to have data to analyze. They are much more on the task side of things. They are slow to move towards things. They're not going to be your rapid paced people. They are much more indirect. So if you're leading a meeting of these and you've got someone who is this high C, this analytical type, they're not going to be the person to speak up a lot. They are going to be taking notes. They are going to be waiting until they can research the facts and the data to see what the real answers are. They're really driven by the rules, the facts. Their biggest fear is to be criticized and for themselves to be wrong. I think many times they are misunderstood. A lot of times I think they come across like they have to be right and they know all the answers. But really what it is their own need to not be, for nothing to go wrong. So these are wonderful, wonderful types of people to have in your workforce as an employee, especially if you deal with something like security systems, uh, electricity, things that have to be certified, anything that's complicated or might blow up. I mean, this is the person that you want to have. I often tell my friends, I'm like, okay, if I go to buy a car, I'm like, it's red, it's shiny, I look good in it. Cha-ching. And that's not good. I have to call my C-type friends because they will do all the research. They will look and see, this is not a good buy. The interest rate is too high. Consumer Reports says this car is going to fall apart in 2 years. Cameron, what are you doing? This is this type person. So, as leaders and managers, what we really want to do is set up an environment that causes our people to be wildly successful. I think the old school was kind of like we just hand down the rules and they better do it. But that doesn't work so well. You really want to form an environment so that when they are wildly successful, you can just say, way to go. Because when they're not, it's really on you. It's really you that didn't provide what they needed. And that is when you get that and you realize that you are in charge of caring for the people that are underneath you, that real leadership really starts to happen. So what you're really wanting to do is create an environment for them. So if you want to create an environment for these analytical people to really do well, because they do have some, sometimes they can kind of be in analysis paralysis because they're just analyzing all the time. They keep going for the facts. They can be on the flip side of buying the car. It could be like you've been researching a new car for 2 years, Saul, and you still haven't bought one. Hello. So we have to give them a little gentle push. So give them exact deadlines. You could say, great, I want you to look through all this data. I want you to get all this done. You're perfect for this job. I love the intensity that you give to this. The deadline for getting this done is June the 15th. On June the 15th, I need all your data. I need all your analysis, and I need for it to be done. So talk with them exact dates. Do not be highly emotional. That is not going to be a good fit for them. That is not going to be a good look for them. They're very turned off by that. Your emails with them need to be exact. They need to have data. If you're we're talking about salespeople out there, if you're trying to sell with this person, flattery will get you nowhere on this one because they're not going to be turned on by that. They're not a people gushy. They want to know, as that old TV show, just the facts, sir. Just the facts. So that is what you need to do. I hope this helps you. I hope this helps you be more successful with those people, whatever data they need. Like I tell my realtor buddies sometimes, just give it to them. Give them all the contracts early. Let them read it all because they need that in order to be successful. You saw my number. Here is where you can email me. As we all say, we want you to be 3 steps ahead. I hope this helped you, this little 10 minutes, so you can be motivated this Monday to do your very best. And we look forward to talking to you again very soon.